Hi, ELA Warriors. New module, fresh start. Welcome to Module 2, Epidemics. This unit asks big, real-world questions and expects big, real-world thinking. Our anchor text is Patient Zero. First things first, let's get our materials. You will be expected to quietly stand and quietly walk to the front of the classroom and pick up your copy of the text, Patient Zero. Good news, you'll keep this copy for home use throughout the module. While you're there, sign the checkout sheet on top of the books with first and last name, class period, and the book number, located on the front of the book. Then return to your seat with the book closed. This is your friendly reminder that you are expected to return your copy of A Long Walk to Water by Friday, October 24th, 2025. Just place it neatly on the shelf with the other copies. Thank you for closing out Module 1 like professionals. Let's pause the video now to get your text. Pause the video now and go get your copy of Patient Zero. Now it's time to get our workbooks. They're in the boxes located in front of Mrs. Benavidez's desk. One per human, please. You will label it exactly like this. Use the black permanent marker in your group cup. Front cover, top right corner, print your first name, last name, and your period, R. You will also place your name on the spine of the workbook as well. Print your first name, last name again. Large and neat. Yes, first and last name on the spine too. With that being said, you are now allowed to take your Module 1 workbook home. It's yours for good. You may recycle it, throw it away at home. Just do not throw away in my classroom. We are not auditioning for a paper avalanche. As far as taking your workbook for Module 2 home, you will be able to do so. You can take it home whenever you want, as often as you want. It's your study sidekick. Just like Module 1, you may use your workbook on quizzes and assessments. So label it, keep it clean, and keep it close. Lost workbook equals replacement cost. If you lose your workbook, you'll be expected to purchase a new one. Guard it like it guards your grade. Quick check. Do you have your Module 2 workbook? Is your name plus period in the top right corner? Is your full name printed on the spine? Now park the markers, open your workbook to the inside cover, and let's get to the good stuff. As this video is audio-rich, this is the only video that should be playing while you complete today's lesson. Lost workbook. Checks a replacement cost. If you lose your workbook, you'll be expected to purchase a new one. Guard it like it guards your grade. Quick check. Do you have your Module 2 workbook? Is your name plus period in the top right corner? Is your full name printed on the spine? Now park the markers, open your workbook to the inside cover, and let's get to the good stuff. As this video is audio-rich, this is the only video that should be playing while you complete today's lesson. Using a pen, pencil, markers, or colored pencils, you will need to record this information related to the big ideas of this module on the inside of the front cover of your Module 2 workbook. Here's our big idea. Epidemics, medical or social, spread through networks and behaviors. How people think and act determines whether the crisis grows or gets contained. By the end of this module, you should be able to answer these clearly, confidently, and with evidence from texts like Patient Zero. What are epidemics? How do they develop? How do people respond to an epidemic? And how does that response shape the outcome? What is the role of character and mindset in solving epidemic crises? What methods and tools help people solve epidemics? Lock these in. Epidemics can be medical or social. We'll analyze both and how they develop over time. Similarities and differences. Medical versus social epidemics share patterns, rapid spread, network effects, but differ in causes, evidence, and interventions. Social epidemics can be positive or negative. Yes, kindness can go viral, so can rumors. Your choices matter. Epidemics spread through contagion and social networks, people, platforms, patterns. We'll trace how ideas and illnesses move. How do people respond to an epidemic? Response shapes impact. When people use logic and positive character traits, epidemics can be contained. Fear and selfishness usually make things worse. We will also discuss how character and mindset are in action. Epidemiologists model integrity, initiative, responsibility, perseverance. Doctors, caregivers show compassion, respect, empathy. We'll watch for these traits in the text and in real scenarios. You'll practice reading like an investigator, not a bystander. You'll practice reading like an investigator, not a bystander. Whew! Now that was a lot to digest, but it is critical information that we will refer to time and time again as we dive into Module 2. Let's take a moment and look at our anchor text, Patient Zero. Let's take a picture walk through this book. What do we notice, and what do we wonder? Jot down at least one thing you noticed about the text, and one thing you wondered about the text on page 4 of your student workbook. This should take about 2 minutes. I'm so proud of you, my ELA warrior. We are at the home stretch. We will now be constructing our text structure anchor chart on page 10 of your student workbook. Please turn to page 10 now. Let's build our text structure anchor chart. This will be so handy for us in the future. You'll copy the chart exactly as it appears. Same headings, same rows. You'll fill in the examples from the texts listed. While you're writing, I'll give you the deeper why it matters. Pencils moving, brains on. Patient Zero is an informational text. That means it's non-fiction written to inform readers, to explain real events, people and ideas with facts, evidence, definitions, examples, and clear structure. It's not trying to entertain with made-up plots. It's trying to help you understand how epidemics happen and how humans respond. Expect features like headings, captions, timelines, data, quotations from experts, and precise vocabulary. Why structure matters. Authors of informational texts don't just dump facts. They organize them so our brains can follow the logic. That organization is the text structure. Spotting structure. Reading with X-ray vision. So let's discuss narration in informational texts. The purpose is to present a sequence of real events, often a case study or timeline inside a nonfiction piece. How to spot it. Dates, times, first, next, then, finally. Specific scenes. You feel time moving forward. Why authors use it. A story spine hooks attention and shows cause and effect in real life, e.g., how one contact triggers a chain of infection. A reader will ask, what happened first, then what, and why did that matter? Map the chain. Let's talk about informational, explanatory text structure. The purpose is to define, classify, or explain a concept so you can understand it. Some signals to look for are domain terms, labeled parts, and diagrams. Authors use it for complex ideas like humoral theory. It helps to provide clear definitions plus examples to prevent confusion. Moving on, descriptive text structure. The purpose is to paint a precise picture of a person, place, process, or condition using observable details. Why would authors use it? Good description makes the abstract ideas concrete, e.g., how plague spread like fire across close housing. Comparison? Does this sound familiar? AKA compare, contrast. The purpose is to show similarities and differences between two ideas, time periods, responses, or groups. Authors will use this to reveal comparison patterns and trade-offs, e.g., responses of boys versus girls in resettlement, or medical versus social epidemics. How are you feeling? We are so close to the finish line. We have 2 more text structures to discuss. Let's talk about the process. Sequence with how-to steps. Text structure. The purpose is to describe the steps in a method. What to do and in what order. Remember steps. Credibility. And our final text structure, argument, claim evidence, reasoning. The purpose is to take a position and defend it with evidence plus logic, not vibes. Authors use it to persuade readers that one interpretation best fits the facts, e.g., Grant's data proving sickly years predicted plague waves. Congratulations, warriors! You have completed your first lesson in Module 2. In preparation for our next lesson, you will need to read pages 9, 20. Once again, you will be expected to read pages 9, 20 of Patient Zero before our next lesson.